Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. Yeah, Lanny and Bert, the Dividend Diplomats, we're back together to record a video live for you about our recent dividend stock purchases.
But before we do, let's smash that subscribe button. Give this kid and me a nice thumbs up. It's Bert's birthday. He's hitting what, 32 over here maybe?
Big 32.
Oh man, here we go, old man Bert.
I guess so, getting some gray hairs here.
Smash the like button for this guy. Crack a beer, maybe drink a coffee, depending on what time it is that you're watching this.
Yeah, or do both, mix them together, swish it around, you're good to go.
We used to call him Bertie 40 Hands.
Yeah, exactly, Lanny. But today we are going to talk to you about our recent dividend stock purchases. This was the week of June 28th, right before the 4th of July, so always exciting to try and put some money to work in the end of June before you get that quarter-end net worth statement, and then your first purchases the month right after.
Yeah, you kind of bring up a fun topic. At the quarter ends, you know I still do it, and I'll put together the financial statements for like our family, the net worth statement. I think you guys do it as well.
Yeah, I will. I missed it on quarter end, but it'll be as of July 2nd, so the world will keep spinning.
It keeps turning, and that's exactly what happened this past week. We stayed invested in the stock market. Bert and his wife, myself and my wife, we kept putting our cash to work in the market, even if the S&P 500 finally crossed 4,300.
Yeah, it continues to climb. We had our lows in the middle of June, and then the market said we're not going back to that level, so it just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher.
Shawn Michaels
and higher. Exactly. And that, yeah, just like someone's got to grab the suitcase, someone's got to grab the belt from there.
Got to grab the belt.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean just because the market's increasing, we are never going to stop trying to find undervalued stocks to buy. We're always going to try and put some capital to work. Lanny just put out a watch list here recently of some undervalued dividend stocks to buy for the coming months. So there are always gems that you can buy to add that dividend income in a high market.
Check it out. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
So Bert, how many kidneys do you have left after this market?
10
this week.
10,
but 10? Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, they keep multiplying. Maybe they're my kidneys, maybe they're not. Maybe I buy them, then I sell them.
Awful.
What about you, Lanny?
Well, all I know is that we did all put money in the market this week, and I know I might have a few more purchases, so maybe I'll kick things off.
Yeah, it was a light week for me, so yeah, why don't you start chugging away?
All right, guys, let's get the one out of the way. Vanguard, VYM. Little disappointed in Q2's dividend. I have no idea why Q2's dividend was slightly lower than last year's Q2 dividend. But I am hopeful because the big banks increasing their dividend in big ways. Check out the video that we put together. I'm hopeful that Q3 dividend is going to be larger than last year's Q3.
Yeah, we had a commenter that brought up a great point that VYM and a lot of these funds have a lot of exposure here to financials and banking. So yeah, it was a great call out because we should see a nice bump up there in the Q3 dividends.
Listen to Bert. Bert loves big banks. Big banks love Bert.
I like all banks. Large banks, small banks, round banks, square banks. It's all the same. Red fish, blue fish.
Bert's a man for the banks.
Yeah.
Now, we bought 3 shares each of Vanguard's VYM high dividend yield ETF, and we've been buying it now for 1 year straight. And it's just cool to see the results coming. Actually, we'll have to put that video together soon on the 1 year anniversary of the VYM.
I think that'd be appropriate.
But we each bought 6 shares total. Putting $210 or at $105 per share. Deploying $630 and adding roughly $18 in forward dividend income at a rough average of 2.8 to 2.9%.
Consistent. I say it every week. I love the purchase. It's great.
Keep the film rolling.
Yeah. I also had our weekly purchases of Johnson & Johnson, which my wife and I have been adding 1 share of Johnson & Johnson with the occasional sprinkling in other shares as the price continues to fall.
The price stays almost the same.
Yeah. We started this. It was in the high 150s. The highest it hit was in the 170. But lately, yeah, you're exactly right, Lanny. It is hovered between 160 and 165. So I may need to add some more Johnson & Johnson here if it continues staying here because it's still showing great signs of undervaluation.
That's what that kidney's for.
Exactly. I'll have 9 left after I sell that. Here, have it. But my wife and I grabbed it at the same time this week. For $164.52, we each added $4.24 of income. So in total, just under $8.50.
Nice job, Bert. Yeah, and an average of yield of 2.58%. So that was Bert's first purchase. That was, my first purchase was VYM. Of course, we had to bring back the news on Spartan Nash. We just talked a lot about, Kroger and their massive dividend increase last month in June. But Spartan Nash, I know you have something to say about it, but I'll also lead in with, because I didn't have as many shares as you did, obviously. So for my wife's account, we did buy 3 more shares of Spartan Nash, the other grocer, ticker symbol's SPTN. Stock price is continuing to fall a little bit of price compression.
When we started doing this, they were in the high 19, low 20, and now, they're moving down below 19 into the high 18s. So
we picked up 2 shares on June 28th at $19.25. Then we bought 1 more share for my wife at $18.91. So in total, we approximately, deployed a big whopping $57.41. But then we added also $2.40 in forward income from Spartan Nash.
Fantastic. And this was my last purchase of the week. It was actually a pretty light week for me, which is kind of surprising, but next week I'll just have to make up for it.
Light week because he wants to crush Bud Heavies tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah. Get some Natty Lights, some Natty Ices, some Natty Daddies. We're going through the whole Budweiser family here.
He did drink Natty Daddies at his bachelor party.
Yes, and and a lot of Natty Lights too.
25 ounces of just deliciousness.
Deliciousness is one way to say it. But we grabbed 6 shares of Spartan Nash at $18.87 on July 2nd, right before the market closed.
So you beat us in price.
Hey, it's all relative. It's all the same. 10 years from now, we'll be laughing at this price that we got it at. So we added $4.80 to our dividend income at a yield of just under 4.25%.
Solid.
Yeah, so that was it for me this week, Lanny. But you weren't done, so why don't you tell us a little bit more about some of your purchases?
Yeah, we'll run through this next one really quickly. We'll finish off with my wife's account. We bought 1 share of Walgreens, ticker symbol WBA, at $47.68. The yield actually was almost 4% at 3.92%. And we added $1.87 there. Walgreens released earnings, and it was great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Performing very well. Solid growth year over year. I think delivering the COVID vaccines for Walgreens was a huge bonus for them. A lot of foot traffic, obviously, and then the 15-minute waiting period doesn't hurt sales.
Well, I'm just laughing because when I got mine at Walgreens, that's when I picked up some coffee that was on sale there because I had 15 minutes to look around, check out some of the deals and the prices.
Some Maxwell House?
It was some Maxwell House, yeah.
Oh,
support the portfolio.
The stock.
I mean, the sale was ridiculous. It was one of those big plastics.
32-ounce ones.
That was like under $5. So I would have been stupid not to. But
I started eating it while in line.
Yeah, so I didn't help Walgreens' bottom line there, but there were plenty of other people that were doing the same thing, not getting things that were on special.
So 1 share of Walgreens, $1.87 was added. And then you saw my watch list for July. And like I said, I've been buying stocks, putting the money where my mouth is, where my videos and articles are. And I bought Provident Financial Services, ticker symbol PFS. Bought them in 2 drops. First on Monday, June 28th, I purchased 10 shares of Provident Financial Services at $23. A great community bank, roughly $13 billion in total assets. So I deployed $230 at $9.20 at an average yield of a solid 4%.
Boom.
But later on in the week, price came down just a little bit. So I bought 5 more shares of Provident Financial at $22.82. Another $114 was deployed, adding $4.60 to my forward dividend income. So in total, added just under $14 by picking up 15 shares of Provident Financial Services, ticker symbol PFS, a little over $340.
Hey, you hit them with the left, you hit them with the right.
Hey, what's the man got to do,
Got them twice. Fantastic. Strong community bank, yielding 4%. What don't you like about that?
So what about your summary, Bert? How much money did you put out there and how much income did you just add going this way?
Yeah, all right, so this week in total, we added $442 to our portfolio. Income wasn't the strongest week. It was $13.28, our yield of just at 3%. Hey, you're right. I can't complain.
It's a good.
Yeah, well above the market, well above the savings rates you're getting. What about you, Lanny?
We deployed, and we've been pretty consistent at this mark, $1,079.19. Over VYM, Spartan Nash, Walgreens, and Provident Financial. And we added $36 in forward dividend income at a rough average yield of 3.34%.
Fantastic.
The proof's in the pudding.
Yeah. What did you add this week? Tell us what dividend stocks you purchased and what were you doing to end the month of June and kick off July?
Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. definitely subscribe. Give Bert a nice happy birthday when you're watching this video. Crack one for him. Again, if you leave your comments on the feedback you have on the purchases we made to see if you're also doing the same. But this is Bert, and this is Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats.
Over and out.